Goals distorted. Allah the Almighty conveyed that if you do not prioritize Him as your ultimate goal in life, you will inevitably pursue other objectives. This is not the sole purpose that exists. Madam desires something different, the boss desires something different, the family desires something different, the individual becomes tired and weary among all of them. No matter which one is moved to the top, the others become upset. If he possesses a distinctive deity and solely heeds his deity in his vicinity, God does whatever He wants. If children knew this, then they would not expect something contrary to the consent of the Almighty from their fathers. She doesn't do it. He wouldn't do it even if it was at a wedding. If I ask my father, he won't do it. Because they know that the main purpose of his life is to please his Creator. He is progressing on this path. His path is straight. If his wife asked for something contradicting God's will, he would divert, twist, and refuse, citing his previous non-compliance and fear of God's anger, emphasizing the negative consequences and his belief in personal freedom. The trajectory of such individuals is linear. Regardless of the type of allure the encompassing magnetizations generate, they are unable to cause it to fluctuate. I'm not saying that those who are on the straight path will handle this job flawlessly. In theory, those who live in the name of Allah Azza and Jalla should be able to achieve this freedom. Perhaps one day, for the sake of someone he loves and is infatuated with, he stumbles slightly and the Almighty observes. So, in the event that you have a spouse and someone you genuinely like, then you have the ability to set a fresh goal for yourself. And if they happen to have a differing viewpoint from me, you can make the decision to choose them as your preferred option. And if I obey them, that is, if I obey them, it will be an obedience that contradicts me. Otherwise, Allah has asked for a mother and father who are in harmony with His expectations, and He does not give color as long as there is no conflict. When does color give, mate? When there's conflict. The new objectives he will slowly obtain in life do not necessarily have to involve another individual. It can also be an economic ideal, desiring to be wealthy like that. He is willing to sacrifice anything and everything for this ideal of wealth. They can even spend God Almighty, and some can even spend their loved ones. His way is that, man's way is that. Adam invested, he'll get rich. If he contradicts this purpose with his son, he also dismisses him, managed himself on the path to wealth. Did you observe that life is actually merely a path that moves forward for a purpose? You are willing to get rid of things in your life that contradict that goal, regardless of whatever you initially intended for that purpose.